Ah, yeah, we've got Switch 2, baby! Let's go! Welcome back to Golden Sun. Unfortunately, I tried recording this earlier in the day, only to realize that I didn't actually push the record button, so we are back at Jupiter Lighthouse, where I found out we can't actually get in there yet. So instead, we're going to go on an errand to find the place where we actually need to go, and I have been before, but not in this timeline, because I reset. Because I'm not skipping that much footage. I'm redoing it. But as I said, we are now on the Switch 2, and that means that I no longer have an HDMI upscaler in line, because I don't need it anymore. Switch 2 natively supports 1440p while docked. And so that means Golden Sun might look just a little bit different, because I think the upscaler pretty much just adds sharpening. Like, in addition to upscaling, it, like, sharpens, depending upon which setting that it was on. And so Golden Sun might look a little bit different. It doesn't look all that different to me, but maybe in the footage it'll bear out. We'll see. Now, the downside to having already done this all is that I've already done this all, and so it's going to be really boring for me. But the upside to me, I already have done this all. I can't talk. The upside to me already having done this, is that I know where to go, and I know what mistakes to avoid. So theoretically, this should actually be a lot faster. Theoretically. And let's also go ahead and heal. Now, despite knowing what mistakes to avoid, that was one that I made the first time around, too. But we have to hop back in the boat, because it turns out there's a Psynergy that we need in order to get into the lighthouse. So that means we're going to have to go all the way through this maze of a continent, and once we're done, I will flash forward to the first real thing that we are doing this part of the session. Alrighty, now we are in this part of the world. You may recall that the lighthouse is right about where the finger is, and so we have just moved up to this part of the continent, and what we actually need to do after we go to this one place that we're currently at is we need to follow this river up through this sort of mazy maze. I don't remember if we have to go all the way up or if there's a branch that goes to the left here, but then right around here is a genie. And then we finally loop our way back around to somewhere around here, where there's a cave, and we do all that stuff. But for now, there's also a genie here, and thankfully, it's just a free one. That is to say, it's not going to fight us at all. So, and it's also a really good thing that we have access to this, because, as we're going to see later, because I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did the first time around, this is really going to help Alice when we get to a particular point in time in which I switch all of the Jupiter Genie, or Jupiter Djinn, back to Zelda. Actually, wait, hold on. Is this the one? No, this isn't the one. The one in the overworld is the one. I don't think we end up doing anything with this one, but then again, I don't quite remember. The point is, the fact that we are now about to have 7 djinn for 2 people, I think, is pretty big. Or 6 or 7? I don't remember. Yes, but we do now have Tinder, which I think I'm just gonna give to... Hold on, if I set... Does that change Psynergy at all? No, it does not. But that's fine. Because I am starting to think about triple classing, which is definitely a thing we can do. At one point in time, I almost made Alice a ninja. And while we're here, we can also go in here. And I believe that's the only thing in here. I think I used Reveal the first time around to check the others for sparkly things. And while I thought there might have been something upstairs, I don't believe there is. There were a couple of mints just outside Jupiter Lighthouse. Well, technically speaking, one was a mint that you could get from using Cyclone on stuff on the ground. The other one was a mint that I got from fighting a thing under the stuff on the ground. So, it's possible we're going to get those exact same 2 mints later. At the very least, we're going to get one. Nope, not this one, but the next river. So, that is one thing that's going to be slightly different. My agility is not going to be the same as it was the first time around. I think mint is agility? Now I just need to keep an eye out for a very specific patch of land. It's not that, because really, that actually would have been the more obvious place to hide a genie. In fact, the real patch of land is here, and we should have a Venus just walking around. There it is. But now, if we were to rearrange a whole bunch of our djinn, then we could turn Alice into a ninja. We could also do some triple classing, I think, just with Syros. Because other than that, I don't think we quite have enough djinn to be able to do tri-classing just yet on the other 2. I mean, okay, granted, you could actually tri-class on pretty much anyone, just as long as you don't give them their own djinn. So, like, if I gave Alice a Mars djinn, or a Mars genie, then that's the same element as her base type, so it would be at best a 2-element class. Okay, now we go in here, and I've already explored the 2 paths to the right, and it turns out that those are definitely designed for us to come back to later, because they have Psynergy requirements that we just straight up don't have just yet. And you know what, in fact, we are going to need Whirlwind enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the class swap right now. Oh, that was foolish. And let's just take a look at this. For some reason, I thought she had much higher stats when I did this last time. Maybe there is yet another genie that I'm going to encounter that I forgot about. It's entirely possible. But as you can see, this is a room with a whole bunch of puzzles that we're going to have to solve down the road. We obviously don't have access to the lift gem, so we really can't do anything about that right this second, and that's okay. Ow. Unfortunately, we can't get there just yet, so that's just going to have to stay. Yes, that's right. And that was a dead end because it's basically just the one way. And now we get to the village that is sus of outsiders. Which, on the one hand, is kind of discriminatory, but on the other hand, historically, that's kind of understandable. That is to say, native populations have been horribly treated. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Honestly, there's really nothing important that we'd get from mind reading. Everybody here distrusts us, and I get it. I get it. And thankfully, by making Alice into a barbarian, we still have access to growth. Spirit gloves, that's right. Okay, I remember how this plays out. I use the spirit gloves on Zelda, so she's got the extra Psynergy boost. What is that wing? Sacred Feather, reduces monster encounters. We don't want that. Because for one thing, I think we have access to Repel on Mark, and even if we didn't, I don't care. Like, any XP is good XP. Yep, nobody's willing to talk to me, so I'm just not even going to bother with it. Now, unfortunately, there is a genie here that we can't access yet, and I don't think I did the first time around either, because we can't get into this house, which is what we're going to need to get up top there. Aha, yes. Prepare for a cutscene. Now, this is what we've been on the quest for, at least with regards to this branch. The Shaman's Rod. The Rod of Hesperia, which is where we are. Yep, but before we do that... I'm gonna try to do this because I'm pretty sure we can still do this. Or rather, I think there's something that we can get by doing this right now. Worst case scenario, we find out that we really need some stuff that we don't have right now. That being access to that one house that I called out. I've also already found out that that cave there is the sanctuary in this town. That's right, never mind. This immediately dead ends because that's how it's designed. Yep. Well, at least that wasn't too much of a waste of time. Now we get to come in here. That guy won't talk to us. Now, what I'm hoping... Oh, I see. Now, I could just... You know what? Before I talked to him, this time I kind of want to see what happens if I surprise him and just... cut straight to it. Yeah. Okay, it plays out exactly the same, more or less. He pretty much just says, like, hey, so, if you really are who you say you are, you should be able to get rid of all the sand, just like the guy who did it before. I like how the guys, like, party are basically wingmanning us instead. Like, yeah, boss, give him a chance. I mean, that's not at all how they sound, I'm guessing, but... Yep, so y'all might remember Colosso. This is like Colosso, except instead of gaining things by being the fastest, you lose less things by being the fastest. Okay, first I'm gonna press no, and he's probably going to shoo me out. But then I really want to go... I want to go... Oh, they won't let me do that? I do want to challenge you. I don't need to... Okay. Okay, yep, so it's in the free roam just before I pick the road. And we're going to pick the right road, because that's the one that I went before, just to be contrarian at first, but then I was like, wait, I've actually learned this road now, so I should probably just keep at it. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're going to boost... Oh, well, originally I boosted Zelda because when she was whatever class that she was, she had the lower defense, but I think that's a difference of a genie. So, by that standard, I think we want to wait until we're closer to what class allocation we want, and then go ahead and do it. And the other thing I want to do is bind... We'll start by binding Whirlwind, and worst case scenario, I think I can rebind partway through. Now, crucially, it's better if you do this part in this general order, because you're going to have to push the log back anyway, and by putting the pillar in the correct place to start with, this makes it easier when you have to go back and push it down. The other thing to keep in mind that I discovered the hard way is that, wait, what am I doing? That was a waste of time. I hope I didn't just tank this run because of that. But the trick is the items are a trap. No, D-pad, D-pad, come on. Maybe I should just switch back to using the stick. Yes! I think I technically got there faster. We're going to put the jeweled crown in. And I'm going to switch back to using the stick just because I feel like I'm messing up less with it. Now the trick is we need to use pound on 2 of these columns. Nope, I'm gonna switch back to the D-pad and stop panicking. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try to stop panicking. Easier said than done, right? So we're gonna move this here. Move that onto there. Move this onto here. Skip the item again. Like I said, it's better if you skip the items because it's just a whole bunch of files. I don't know why I keep drifting left there. I'm using the D-pad again, which probably just means that I've done something silly. Yes. Put the mirror shield in there. Oh, okay, somehow I got the timing better this time around. Okay, and we've definitely regained the lead that I was expecting to have. So let's see, we're going to give up, what is it, the Thorn Crown? And this, we just need to push these 2 columns up into line with the other ones. The only reason I would have to use Whirlwind here is if I really wanted to get the item. And because I'm intentionally foregoing the items, we're going to retain more equipment, which means this is going to be much more livable for us. That said, there are a couple of times in this very instance or whatever that I was sure that they'd gotten here first, but maybe it's just a programming quirk that, I don't know, I guess maybe he didn't show up where he was supposed to. Okay, my stats are more like I remember them being. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by single targeting 1 guy. And I found that Planet Diver in this fight is particularly good. Zelda is going to buff us for a little bit. Same with Cyros. And then pretty much we're just going to alternate using healing on Mark and Cyros. Oh, or in this case, we're just going to do heals on both of them this time around. By which I mean party heals, of course. So Wishwell, Planet Diver, single target, and then regular Wish. I probably should have wish-willed a second time. Wish-wheeled? What? Wish-welled. Sheesh. Yeah, I can talk. Why do you ask? Ooh, ow. Okay, please, the healing, please. Okay, good. You didn't target Zelda. That would have been really bad right there. Okay, we'll do the healing on you, because you're just a little bit faster. You keep doing Planet Diver, attack, and attack, please. And the thing is that by doing the single targeting, we should be able to cut down on their actions per turn, and it sucks that he healed himself, but I get it. So far, he is the only one that I've damaged, I think. He should be down this turn or next, I think. Yep. And then we can kind of just switch to doing the other guy instead. Let's go ahead and boost our attack again, because I think we might need to. Okay, we might not have needed to, but it was a good idea. Okay, heals on both Mark and Cyros next round. Just to play it safe, we'll wish well on both of them. Ooh, yeah, that was a good idea. I wonder how high I can get my attack. Well, how dare you? Wait, did he just move twice? I think he did. Absolute cheater, you're not the boss. Okay, well this is fine. Whatever. Planet Diver, attack, and I think we'll apply well from Cyros to Mark. And then we'll do a Wish Well, we'll do nope, Planet Diver, and we'll do another High Impact. Just really pump those numbers up. Keep pumping the numbers up. Okay, we've hit the limit. Excellent. Ow. Okay, so I'll have him heal himself this turn. Nope. Keep forgetting to use Planet Diver. Well, that's going to come to an end soon because, oh, because we're going to win. Yes, I totally planned that. Ah, yes, the shops are now open, so maybe I can do some exchange? Okay, and this is, in fact, the weapon shop, no less. Whoa! It's not better. Wow. Oh, and this is a multi-purpose shop because I can see we've got some armor here too. Ooh. Replenishes Psynergy. Right now Zelda's thing is replenishes HP. But we have such good healing on the party that I don't think I need that, so let's go ahead and swap her robe out. Oh yeah, we also sold the Fujin shield. That's, right. Silverblade. Okay, let me see what I can sell and what I should sell. Oh, we've got a hard nut that I didn't use. Right, I already knew about that. Nothing that I really can sell right this moment. I might move those vials over to somebody that can't heal. Just kind of do a bit of inventory shuffling. For one thing, I want to move the Hoverstone over to Zelda. Hover Jade. And then I think we'll move the vials over to Alice. And then I think we'll switch... no, hold on. We'll give you back to Mark. We'll change you back to what you were. And now I think I'm basically at where I lost what I was doing. And then realized that I've accidentally the whole thing. But now I should be able to go in here, right? Yes, I can. Oh. Okay, I should probably save that guy at some point in time, but... Actually, you know what? I can probably do that now, in fact. Oh, he doesn't want saving. Maybe he does. No, he doesn't. Don't go south. The place that I need to go after this. Well, good talk. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Is there a reason to go up here? No, there is not. Nay, in fact, we have to... Wait, is there a reason to go down here? Nay. Okay, I kind of want to talk to you again just to see if you've changed your disposition at all. Was it fair if I had a little precognition on my side? Which, to be fair, is canonically true for Jupiter adepts. Yep, that is kind of unfortunate. I may be up to 6 djinn for everybody. After this fight, that is. But some of them are duplicates. It's not a fight, it's just a free one. Heck yeah! Roma. Well, we'll go ahead and set, because that can only possibly boost her stats. That is perfectly fine by me. Alright. Now, I know for a fact that there is one overworld genie that I missed somewhere along the way. But the thing is, that's in a part of the world that we are going to have to cross back anyway. So for now, let's just return to the boat. Wait, I'm gonna try being a big brain. I doubt this is going to work, but just in case. Okay. I don't know if there was, like, I saw a video about possibly a modded version of this game. Like, obviously not this, because this is Nintendo Switch Online and you can't mod NSO games because it's an emulation that's theoretically, like, not even necessarily on your machine? I don't even know where they store the ROMs. Like, is it a downloaded temporary copy for when you're playing that particular game, or what? But the point that I'm trying to make is that, what was the point I was trying to make? Damn, I really lost myself mid-conversation. Ah, yes, okay, I remember what I was talking about now. Yes. So, I don't know if it was a ROM hack or something like that on, obviously, a not this version of the game version. But I decidedly recall that there was some video that I watched about being able to return to the boat, and I figured it couldn't possibly hurt just to try retreating in the odd event that it actually worked right off the bat. Now, we need to go... I'm just trying to remember exactly where we need to enter, and I think it's here. So we just need to go south along the continent until we hit the first river. And then, in this second part of the session, we will finally do Jupiter Lighthouse for realsies. This has been Session 31, Part 1 of Omega Plays Golden Sun. Part 2 should release on Tuesday, June 17th. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, clicking that bell to be notified. As always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody! In the upper left is the next episode, or a video you might like. In the lower left is the series playlist, and on the right is my icon by which you can subscribe. Thanks again for watching!